Welcome back to Speak for Yourself. Let's talk about Baker Mayfield. He had a huge matchup on Sunday against his AFC North rival, the Steelers. But there's a problem. Baker's been limited in practice with the rib injury he suffered last week. The Browns quarterback says he's confident he'll play, but Steelers defensive tackle Cam Heyward will definitely be taking advantage of Baker Mayfield's injury. Take a listen.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know, how bruised up he is. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to inflict good punishment. I think we, as a D line and as a defense, you want to make sure the quarterback feels you. You want to make sure he's thinking about the rush.
Good punishment. Greg is back with us. I can't wait for this one because we got one offensive guy and two defensive guys having this conversation. Marcellus, you up first. Do you have a problem with players attacking opponents' injury?
No problem at all. That is the mindset. As soon as you cross those white lines, woo, it's kill or be killed. And if you chose to walk across those lines, you are fair game. I only eat what I kill, so it's either kill or be killed, and you gonna die. I don't care if you're coming through here hurt, injured, whatever it may be. It's kind of like a boxing mindset where you hear ding, ding, oh, he in the ring, I'm about to punch, punch, punch. Oh, I see blood, I'm about to punch harder. That's the mindset you got to have when you play in the game of football. I don't want to hear that, oh, I'm hurt. So right here, can you please take it easy when you put me on the ground? Look, you got a football in one hand, but there ain't a Hallmark card in the other one. I don't give a damn about you when we between these white lines. I'm not going to do anything illegal, but between the rules and between the lines, I am bringing you hell.
That's real, Marcellus. I'm not going to quote a philosopher this time. I'm just going to quote Lil Wayne. And he said, I told the judge I couldn't budge. It was him or me. That's what it comes down to on the field, on the football field. It's like, look, it's either him or it's me. Somebody got to get it. I don't have a problem attacking opponents' injuries. I have a problem trying to create new injuries outside of the white lines, but I don't have a problem attacking an existing injury. I've heard it said before, and this is actually incredibly brilliant, I forget who said it, that why does the NFL put out injury reports? If you were going into battle, and I know that Marcellus is limited or injured, and I know exactly where and exactly how, I'm going to attack that. So putting out injury reports is actually a disadvantage. If you were going to war of some sort of combat of some sort, you wouldn't be like, yeah, we're actually deficient here with this troops. Actually our website's down, so our cybersecurity is actually down right now. Like, you're not giving the opponent an advantage. Right. But in the National Football League, we do that for some reason. My issue lies with things that happen outside of the lines. But inside the lines, hey, I can't budge because it's either him or it's me.
I agree with both of those takes. And Acho, that's always been one of my reasons that I've hated the injury report. As an offensive guy, I'm already at a disadvantage because your mindsets, both of you, defensive line, linebacker level, both of you, is to inflict good punishment, regardless if I'm injured, regardless if you know of any injury, or if I'm healthy. That's your approach to the game. So if me telling the reporters, oh, you know what, or my team having to release this information, you know what, Greg Jennings this week, he's dealing with a wrist injury. You know what the defensive back is going to do? He's going to try to see if that wrist really hurts. And why not? Because it's fair game when you put the uniform on. Like you said, Marcellus, you put the helmet on, you step in here, I don't care what's ailing you. You feel like you good enough to give me the business, so I'm going to give it to you.
Hey, Sal, let me ask you this, though, bro.
No.
Is there ever come a point, like, if you know a dude is coming off a concussion, does there come a point where you still, like, banging, or is there a line of delineation where you like, you know what, that's a little too far.
Concussion, look, if you got a concussion, I'm like, you ain't gonna get no smarter after you play me. Like, like that's how it's coming. Look, I'm not gonna hit you upside. I can't head slap. They banned and outlawed that, but trust me, when helmet to helmet was legal in my days, this right L is upside, bop, right there. I had to do it. Look. One, let me just clarify for you guys. You know why they let out the injury report? For gamblers. Duh. Them people. And y'all like the dough? Well, they need to know. So you got to help the gamblers out. That's the only reason why. But this is what I would do. Talk about the Steelers and their defense. League high 5 sacks per game. They don't need any extra incentive to go out there against Cleveland. And they don't need any extra talent. They got it up front already. But you know I would call every blitz in the book from hello. And I would name them because his ribs hurt. I'd name them barbecue sauce, check barbecue sauce. Every single play. We are peppering up them ribs. And I'm sorry, football is a very brutal sport. That's why a nice guy like me, who's really soft in real life, who would never have a fight in real life, I don't care what happens to me. People bump me sometimes, step on my shoes, come up to me, Wiley, I hate you, forget the Clippers. All right, have a nice day. I am not fighting nobody. But there's a switch. And if I hit that switch and I had that uniform on, all y'all gonna get it. Because I know the only way I'm gonna get mine is to go through you.
Well, and I'll add to that. And Wiley, you said this a little earlier. Anytime you're in battle or you're competing and you feel or you hear that telltale sign of emotion visually where somebody shows you got them, or I'll take it to this.
Let's go.
As a defensive guy, if you hear offensive lineman or you guys see a guy come up to you, hey man, you've been killing them all year. In your mind, that transcribes to, yeah, he's scared. I got him. You going back to the huddle. You telling your guys, oh, yeah, he weak because he just told you he was being a little too nice to where you obviously are doing something to make him feel like he can congratulate you or he can applaud your level of play. But you get the guy that comes up to you, I don't care what you've done. I'm finna give you that work. It's a different mindset. It's a different approach. So anytime you know a guy is injured, like you said in a boxing match, you see blood or you hear, your antennas go up. Oh, what's going on? Okay, I see that. I'm going to check that out the next play because it's all fair game. This is football. It's not pity pack. We still hitting. It's still physical. That's what it is. And like you said, they don't need any other incentives. They going to get to Baker at some point in that game. They've gotten to almost every quarterback they play.
Here's the thing. In football, the objective is very simple. Expose mental weakness and expose physical weakness. It's really all the same. I'm trying to expose either one that I can. I remember we was playing the Seahawks, and Cam Chancellor came out on the field. And Greg Yannis, I'm sure you remember Cam because y'all same division, etc. Cam comes jogging out on the field, and Cam is my size, but bigger. And I played linebacker. He about 6'3", 235. And Seahawks, they came out with their neon cleats on and the neon socks. And he comes up to me. Jeremy Maclin was still on our team at this time. He says, hey, Maclin playing? Because Maclin had been hurt prior. I say, yeah, I think he playing. He say, tell him not to come across the middle. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, snap. Yes. I was like, really? I should give Maclin a heads up, Greg, because, Cam was just looking out. That's the objective of the game. And Maclin went across the middle, and as we know, it did not end well. Yeah. But that's the goal of football is I'm trying to inflict punishment. Yeah. I'm not going to go out of my way to hurt somebody outside of the whistle, outside of the lines, but inside them lines. It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah, we're not out there to look out for you. You wear those pads not to be cute. You wear those pads for protection. Because guess what? I'm trying to hurt you. And that's why we put the uniform on. We put it on because we know there's hell to pay as soon as we cross those white lines. Two quick ones real quick. I remember I used to look at the offensive lineman on the injury report, and I was like, oh, knee. I'm like, yeah, he going to be hobbling. And then you see him in pregame, and you're looking at his knee, and that sucker look normal. You be like, damn, I thought he was hurt. You be sick. What happened to him? How did he heal? What kind of Toradol he take? And the second one, you guys always talk about the emotions of the game. I'm going to give you the greatest emotion a competitor can have.
What's that?
It's not love and it's not hate. It's apathy. I give it to you in this example. Walter Jones, former Hall of Fame and former offensive tackle. Best player I ever went against. I couldn't do jack against this dude. Ran like a 4.6, they said at the pro day. Insane. He had apathy. He wouldn't say anything, no matter what you said, no matter what you did. You could even do something that was borderline on blurring the lines, trying to sneak him one or two. He just looked at you like Jason, Friday the 13th. I'm telling you, for all the competitors out there, trust me, don't be all hyped up and don't be all sulking. Just be a guy that's just showing that even kill. That's kind of scary as well. Coming up in our big story, Andy Dalton is QB1 in Dallas now. I'll tell you, if we're confident in his Cowboys, we'll win the NFC East. Next, speak for yourself.